Well, hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today we are on the South Fork River, put in Cramerton, North Carolina. At a little, it's a very off, I don't want to say it's off the map, but it's not, it's a very small landing on the South Fork River. This is one of the feeder rivers that feeds into Lake Wylie, and I'm in this part, there's like several little dams on this river, and I'm in this little stretch where you can't actually get to it from Lake Wylie. It's only accessible from these little launches, so hopefully the fishing will be good. That's what I'm hoping for. It's really cool because there's not really like any motorized boat traffic in this particular area. I've only been out on the actual South Fork part one other time. Did not do well at all. It was one of these things where everything looked really fishy, but I never got a bite. Hopefully I'm not going to do a repeat of this because everything looks really fishy here. And so I don't know what to expect. But anyways, that's enough of me talking. Let's get to it.
Since I traded my mule for a guitar, since I traded his mule for a guitar, got fired from the cotton mill, got fired from the cotton mill. River rats, ain't cool to stew, ain't cool to stew. Baby, that's what I'm cooking you, what I'm cooking you. River rats, ain't cool to stew, ain't cool to stew. Baby, that's what I'm cooking you, what I'm cooking you.
There we go. All right. Heck yeah, guys. All right, he's bleeding. Let's get him back in the water. Now that wasn't a bad little fish. I wish I could have held him up a little bit longer, but he was bleeding, so wanted to get him back in. But that was a fun start to the day. Let's get back to it. And now it's time for tackle roundup. Well guys, the bite has been pretty slow. I was using top water all morning, using a popper and a whopper plopper, nothing. Switched over to this. It is a shaky head, zoom trick worm, Z3, bold bluegill, the coloration. And I actually upgraded to a 3/16 ounce weight, which I don't typically do, but I thought there would be more current than there is. I could actually probably get away with an 1/8 ounce, but I got the 3/16 tied on, so that's what I'm using. And that's what I caught the fish on. That's been the only bite of the day. This is an incredibly tough river. I don't know what's up, but I'm really having a hard time out here. This is my second time out here, not at this particular launch, but my second time on this body of water, and I haven't done particularly well either time, so I don't know what's up. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to it, but that's what I'm using: zoom, trick worm, Z3, and bold bluegill. And that concludes today's tackle round. I didn't catch the fish, but it was cool because I saw him boil up on my worm, and I got too excited and I set the hook before I should have, but it was cool. I got to see it boil up. That was pretty awesome. let me get back to it. Well guys, midday update. I've only got the one fish. I've only had the 2 bites all day. I don't know. I want to really like this place. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. Let me tell you why. I mean, number one, just look at it. I mean, it's just so nice and calm and quiet. This is a Saturday morning in the summer. You know, you go to any public lake and it's just, you know, just chaos, you know, at this point. But man, this is nice and calm and quiet. And it looks as if there would be a ton of fish in here. Although I'm not finding that to be the case. This is really shocking. It reminds me a lot of the Catawba. Like down, you know, where I did a lot of videos right below the Lake Wylie Dam. It reminds me a lot of that, except the water flow isn't nearly as bad, and the you know, it's not rocky or anything. It's just nice, a nice calm paddle. But like as far as the bank and the shoreline and everything, it really reminds me of that. And the fishing's really good down there on the Catawba. This again, this is the first time I've ever launched in this particular place. I've put in at another place on the South Fork. I'll leave a little link up there so you can see that, but I've never even got a bite at that place. And it looked really fishy too. I mean, everything out here just looks like it would be loaded. But not only am I not catching anything, I'm not even marking a whole lot, which it's unfortunate. Yes, I don't know what's up. There's a crap ton of gar out here. I mean, the gar are just flopping around all over the place, but as far as bass are concerned, not seeing a whole lot. The water's incredibly muddy. Just give you a heads up, it's incredibly muddy. And it's always like that. Like I kind of live on the lower end of the South Fork, and it is incredibly muddy. It's incredibly silty, really soft bottoms for most of the river. Yeah, it's like right now it's probably less than a foot of visibility. So and I would say, well, that might be affecting the fishing, but no, it's like that all the time. Maybe perhaps the water's a little low. I would suspect, you know, the higher the water, the more the water's running, the better the fishing would be. Maybe that has something to do with it. It's been kind of dry. But yeah, now I'm getting attacked by bugs. But yeah, let me get back to it. Let me see if I can round something else up. I'm not really fishing right now. I'm just kind of trolling. I'm gonna see how far up I can go and what it looks like a little bit further upriver. But I'll get back to you. Well guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Man, this place has just kicked my butt both times I've been out here. And again, as I alluded to earlier, I really want to like this place because I mean it's close to the house and it looks incredibly fishy, but man, I'm just not seeing much out here, and that's just really disappointing. Anyways, if you'd like to know anything about what I did today, the lures, the launch, or anything else, you can look down in the description box. I'm going to leave some additional information down there. While you're there, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. The channel's updated every week with new fishing content and new fishing adventures. So, I'll be seeing you next week. This is Josh, and this is Abide Fishing.